Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm so excited. I'm doing another eyeshadow palette review for you guys. And this time, we are going to be talking about the new Too Faced Gold Chocolate Bar Palette. I know a lot of you guys have been excited for this review and have been wanting to see it. So I have an actual review for you guys today. So this palette I have been anticipating for a while. I knew I wanted to get it. It spoke to me. I knew it had to be mine, and you guys know I'm a really big fan of Too Faced, and so this had to be mine. So I actually purchased it when it released on the Too Faced website. So I ordered it on the 28th at 10 o'clock in the morning. It was out, and then it shipped out that day, which is crazy, and I actually received it the next day on Wednesday, which is insane. It literally took one day to get to me, and I was like not expecting that at all. And I think it was so fast because it came out of Illinois is where they shipped it out of, and I live in Iowa, so just the next state over. So I got it like super fast. Let me know if you guys got yours fast too, because I just thought that was the strangest thing. At first I thought they were sending me like a PR package because I got like a notification from Too Faced, but it was actually my own order. So weird. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into a little bit about the palette. Sorry, I'm probably going to be blinding you this whole video since the packaging is just so blinding, but here's what it looks like. It's a plastic palette, and it has a chocolate bar with the gold dripping on this side, and then the back, and then it has a little clasp where you open it up and you have a mirror and all of your shades. This is described as a metallic matte eyeshadow palette made with 100% natural cocoa powder and real gold. So it's cool that they added the extra real gold in it. I have no clue how that works, but they actually kept the price the same as all the other chocolate bar palettes at $49, which I thought was awesome. I was honestly worried that this was going to be like super expensive when I saw a sneak peek, because I thought since it had like real gold and it seemed like they were going to up the quality, I thought it would be more expensive, but I'm glad to say the price is still $49. And it says, have a major metallic moment with foiled shadows that are created with real gold for an epic high shine finish that's paired with rich, seductive mattes for coffee to cocktails wear. All shadows feature a soft velvety texture with full coverage payoff. The entire palette is infused with skin-loving cocoa powder for a decadent chocolate scent. And I don't know what it is about this one, but I feel like it's stronger than all my other palettes. It just smells so chocolatey and so good. It just seems like it has a lot more than the other ones, which I'm totally fine with. I do have one complaint about the packaging. I feel like my clasp on my palette is really loose, so I feel like that could break in the future. It just doesn't seem very secure. But other than that, the packaging is awesome. It's beautiful. They might have got this idea from Makeup Revolution, but you know what? Makeup Revolution has copied the crap out of Too Faced, so I just think it's kind of funny that they decided to kind of copy them and make their packaging with the gold dripping down, but way more luxe than Makeup Revolution. Anyways, the inside the palette, you have all of your shades here. So for the most part, this is kind of a metallics palette. So you have all these beautiful metallics, and then you have 4 matte colors in the palette, which might seem like not very much, but for me, this totally works. All I need is these colors, and I am good to go. I kind of like that in this palette, because otherwise sometimes I'm like, well, what shade should I do in my outer corner and crease? And this makes it really easy, and they chose a good selection so that they're dark enough for every skin tone, so that is amazing. They have a nice cream shade, a nice transition brown, and then a deeper brown for the outer corner, and then also, of course, a black if you want a more intensified look. Honestly, I bought this for these beautiful shimmers and metallics. I'm so excited for those. So now that I've talked a little bit about the palette, let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys some swatches. This first shade is called Moneybags. Next shade is Chocolate Gold. Next shade is called Rich Girl. Next shade is Cocoa Truffle. And lastly is Decadent. Next up I have Love and Cocoa, Old Money, New Money, Famous, Classy and Sassy, and So Bougie. Next up is Holla for Dalla, Gold Dipped, Livin' Lavish, Drippin' Diamonds, and Rollin' in Dough. Alright guys, those swatches are no joke. Like, did you see how crazy pigmented they are? Like, that was just one swipe, no primer, amazing, amazing quality. Even those mattes swatched flawlessly. I am very impressed. And you guys know how stuff swatches isn't always how it turns out on the eyes, but I feel like a lot of these shades you're going to be using like on the lid or on the lower lash line, so they totally look awesome with a brush, which you guys will see in my tutorial. But if you guys apply these with your finger, it's gonna be crazy, like amazing. Some of my favorites are Drippin' Diamonds. This one is literally like liquid diamond, like it looks so silver. I played with that one last week and it was beautiful. Also Gold Dip is what I have on my lid right now, stunning. And then there's a few warm tones in here too. I will say like Old Money and Famous are a little bit similar. I wish they maybe changed something up a little bit. New Money pink shade right there. I have yet to use that one on my lid. I don't wear pinks a whole lot, but I think it would be really pretty. It's a little bit less pigmented as the other ones. I feel like you have to build that one up a little bit more. And then also with Money Bags, that one was crazy intense, but I think that would be fun to use sometime too. Chocolate Gold is really pretty as well, this gold up here, but it is more of a green gold, so it's gonna take a little bit to get used to, but I think it can be totally beautiful. So I really do think they picked awesome shades, and the matte shades they chose to go with it were really great as well. So now I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a tutorial, and then at the end I'll tell you guys my final thoughts. The first shade I'm gonna take is Rollin' in the Dough, this neutral shade here. And this is gonna go all over my lid. Next, I'm going to go in with So Bougie right here as my transition. And then I'm going to take Cocoa Truffle and put that in my outer corner. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Livin' Lavish, and I'm also going to put this just a little bit in my outer corner and blend it up into the crease. This shade's a little bit harder to blend than the browns were, but it also is a pretty shimmery purple. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Gold Dipped for this look. It's kind of a lighter gold. I'm going to use it first without any water or Fix Plus. You guys can see how it applies just straight from a brush. But these are like incredible. So for some of this part, for some reason my camera didn't get some of the footage, but I basically went over with just the brush, and then after that I went back in with that color, sprayed some Fix Plus and made it even more intense with that. In the very inner corner, I'm going to go in with Rich Girl up here, and I'm going to place that in the inner corner for a bright pop. Back in with So Bougie, our transition shade, and I'm going to just blend a little bit more. I'm going in with So Bougie on the lower lash line too, just a little bit. And then also on my lower lash line, I'm taking Love and Cocoa. Now you have your eyeshadow look. Now I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, and you guys will see me with the rest of my face. Alright guys, so for my final thoughts, I have to say I'm honestly so incredibly happy with this palette. I am very impressed. I think it is amazing quality. I will say it, this is the best quality palette that Too Faced has put out in my opinion. I love shimmer shades and I just love foiled eyeshadows, so this palette is honestly everything to me. I love it so much. And you guys know, like, Too Faced is always so like good or it's just bad, and this is just such a good palette. Like Too Faced, if you are watching this, like please make all your palettes like this amazing. If you guys made all your palettes this amazing, everyone would be so impressed. Your palettes would be flying off the shelves. Like I don't know why you guys can't do that, because this is what we want. This is what we want to see from you guys. We want this awesome quality. Like I'm honestly impressed so much with the mattes. They blended beautifully, and the foiled shadows are just like so pigmented and they just glide right on. I love that. So if you guys can do that, so Too Faced, if you guys can do that with all of your palettes, I will be so happy. But yes, I definitely love this palette. I would definitely recommend it to you guys, especially if you guys love foiled eyeshadows like me. You guys are gonna love this palette. The only cons to the palette is that number one, you get your fingerprints all over this palette. It's a very metallic palette. It gets a little bit dirty, but most people don't really care about that aspect. And then the other thing is just the fact that there's only a few mattes in here. Maybe a lot of people would prefer more mattes, but if you're more of a matte typed eyeshadow person, you might want to skip this palette because it's mostly about all those shimmers. But for me, I think they included the perfect amount of mattes that I can create a full look with. Basically, I could use this every day. I do So Bougie in my crease, Cocoa Truffle in the outer corner, and then I'll pick like one of these fun foiled eyeshadows to use that day, and then I have my look. So I think this would be a pretty good palette for me and something that I'll reach for a lot. So if this palette was something that you were thinking about, I would say go ahead and get it if it looks like it would interest you. I think it's amazing. Definitely a lot better than the white chocolate bar. I would definitely skip the white chocolate and get this one instead. The best thing about this palette is that it's going to cater to every skin tone. Everyone can use this palette and enjoy it. So I think that's all I have to talk about today. Hope you guys enjoyed this review and I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys ordered the palette, have you guys tried it yet? I am so excited about it. I'm so happy that I love it. This palette is just like me in a palette. I love all these shades. Beautiful. So that is it for my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye guys.